Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a video on something that the internet made me buy. And now this product has been everywhere. I mean, Facebook, Instagram, basically any social media I have opened, it is there with an advert, bang. So I thought to myself, I'm going to have to give it a go, and it finally came to beautybay.com, and it is also on Cult Beauty, so I picked it up and thought I'd give it a go. But I'm not just going to do a first impressions video. I've been using this product for 5 days now in a row, and I've just seen how it reacts to my skin, and if my skin has got better the more I use it. And the product I am talking to you about is the Sand and Sky Brilliant Skin Purifying Pink Clay Mask. So if you're interested in how I felt about this, and I'm also going to apply makeup afterwards so that you can see if you used it as like a detoxing mask before makeup, how that applies after. So we're going to get straight into this. Earlier I recorded myself using the mask, and I'm going to explain to you over the top exactly what I thought. So this mask is supposed to detoxify, brighten, tighten pores and boost radiance, protect against damage caused by pollution, and it is not tested on animals. So it has a lot of benefits. It's supposed to be really nice for your skin. I found that it applied really easily. There was no tugging on the skin. It all went on in a nice, easy, even layer, so it was really nice to apply. I have had a cold in the last sort of week, and my nose has been quite sore, you know, from all the blowing and that sort of thing. And I did find in those areas the mask did sting quite a lot, but that does sort of subside as it sort of dries, and it's something that I didn't find that I couldn't handle. I just sort of waited for it to disappear. My husband also tried the mask and wanted to see sort of his opinion, and he said that it stung his whole face to begin with as well. So I think it does depend on your sort of skin type, but there was no irritation after the mask was removed. After the stinging had sort of subsided, the mask actually was quite cooling. I really enjoyed the sensation that it gave to my skin. It was just nice and relaxing. I didn't find it uncomfortable at all. I could have worn the mask for a lot longer than it had dried. It took about 10 to 15 minutes to dry, and that was absolutely fine. It went really fast, and I wasn't uncomfortable at all. The mask was really easy to remove, which is great. I just washed it off with some warm water, and it just came off really easily. There was no rubbing or anything like that. I have noticed that my pores are visibly smaller, and I mean visibly smaller, and my forehead is also a lot smoother and brighter in general. My skin kind of looks like it has some sort of dewiness to it that it didn't have before, and it just looks nice and fresh. Now, I can't really say anything about detoxing. I don't really suffer from spots, so you know, whether or not it helps with the spots or helps with the redness of the spots, I can't really say, but it did with my husband draw out some of his blackheads on his nose. He found that a few of them were removed, not all of them, but a few did come out. And in regards to my redness, it hasn't exactly got rid of it, but it has calmed my skin slightly. So that was it sort of on my opinion of the mask. I actually really like it. It retails at £39.50 on beautybay.com. It's a little bit more expensive on Cult Beauty, but it's an expensive mask, but I would definitely purchase it again because I just feel like my skin looks so much better from using it. Now that I've applied the mask before this video, I'm now going to put some makeup on top so you can see how it applies. I've already put primer on because I did try and film this bit earlier and my camera cut out, so I've already put my primer on, and I used two primers. I used the Hangover Primer from Too Faced and the Dermalogica Hydra primer as well. This one's really good just to get rid of any fine lines and sort of pores that you may have, and this one's just good for hydrating. I pretty much use this just for a few lines I have on my head and just on my face just here, but I must say I probably wouldn't have needed it because my pores have literally gone from using that mask, but it's just like a habit of me using that. So the foundations I'm going to use today is the EX1 Invisiwear Liquid Foundation, and I'm going to mix that with the MAC Studio Face and Body in C1 just because this one's a little bit dark and I just want it to be slightly lighter. My tan from the summer is definitely gone now. I'm in winter shades, and I ordered that foundation online and I just got a shade too dark, which I seem to do all the time. I'm terrible at buying foundation shades online. It's like one of the hardest things ever. Like, it's just so hard to get the right shade. It's either too light or too dark. It's like, but anyway, I'm going to put this straight onto my face, and I'm going to be using a Zoella 104 buffing brush to do that. Now, this is quite a full coverage foundation, which normally on me picks up all my sort of dry patches and sits in my pores. I have quite dehydrated skin. It's kind of a hard thing. I always say it's dry, but it's not really dry. It's just so dehydrated that sort of my pores stand out. But as you can see, it's going on really nicely and I do really actually like this foundation. I didn't like it the first time I tried it because my pores were so visible, but since using the mask I found that it is just so much nicer to apply. On another note, I'd probably never ever normally use a buffing brush to put my foundation on because I find that then it just sort of sweeps over my pores and doesn't really go in them, and then it sits in them kind of weirdly. But since using the mask, it just doesn't seem to do that, so I seem to be able to buff it really nicely in and it sits nicely on my skin. I'm sorry if I'm looking over here, it's just that that's where my mirror is and I need to be able to see what I'm doing. So now that the foundation has been applied, I'm going to use my Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay. And another thing to notice is that actually I've used a lot less foundation than I normally would as well. There's a lot left on the back of my hand, which I used to always be using just to try and get sort of all around this area perfect, because it used to sit a lot in there where my redness is, but I've not had to do that at all, which is really, really nice. I'm just going to tap my concealer in with a beauty blender. This is the Real Techniques makeup sponge. I always call them beauty blenders, they're makeup sponges, but you know what I mean. It's really quick and easy. I just feel like my skin is just looking and feeling so much nicer from using the mask. I'm doing my makeup really fast just so you can see how easy it is now. I mean, I used to sit there for like 10 minutes trying to blend in my foundation. And I mean, I've only been using the mask for 5 days, and I'm sure you don't need to use it every day. I just wanted to give it a really good try. So that's that all blended in. And as you can see, I still already look like I've got a bit of a highlight going on, and I don't have any highlighter on, so that's even better. For my brows, I'm going to use the Tanya Burr Selfie Sculpt Brow Pen. It's a really nice one, easy to use, which I'm sure is a product that you've seen before. It's just really nice and easy to use. It's quick, which is what I like. I like my makeup to be nice and quick. I don't normally have time to sit around doing my makeup for hours, so I like it to be nice and quick. So that's my brows done, really, really fast. My eyes, I'm just going to use some Revolution primer. Little drop on there. Blend that in. Then on my lids, I'm just going very neutral. I'm going to use this colour here, which I don't know what it is because it doesn't have a name on it. But I'll try and find it and link it below. Just a really natural all over the lid sort of look. I don't want it to be too dramatic at all, just a little bit of shadow. And then for mascara, I'm also going to use the Selfie Lash from Tanya Burr collection, which is a really nice mascara. I'm just going to powder my face with the Laura Mercier powder. I'm only going to do that sort of on my T-zone and just under the eyes slightly, because I've also found with the mask that my face isn't also as oily in the areas that I normally would find oil, so it's kind of just evened out my skin tone. So then for blush, I'm going to go in with H&M Tango Pink, and it's just a really nice pink shade. I like to tap it off on the back of my hand first. And then to finish off the look, I'm going to go in with this Beauty Pie lip gloss in Hello Petal. And that completes this look. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. In my personal opinion, I would definitely recommend this mask. It has done wonders for my skin. I don't know if you can see it, I hope it's coming out on camera, but my skin just looks really, really nice. It looks smooth. It doesn't look like I've got loads of like foundation on or anything like that. I mean, this is a really full coverage foundation as well, I find, and therefore, you know, you can normally think, oh, you've got quite a lot of foundation on when you put them on, but this actually looks really, really nice. It looks smooth. The texture of my skin is really, really nice, so I would definitely recommend it. If you found this video helpful, then please do give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. See you later.